What's up, y'all? I'm up here at Campbell's in West Seneca, New York. Waiting to get loaded here so I can head down to Fayetteville, North Carolina. Man, I was back in the early 90s. My dad met a guy back when they used to work for Dobbins trucking in Melvin, Alabama. Met a guy and his wife. Their handles was Ball, Joint, and Kitten. Their names was William and Mary Ann. But they started hanging out, and my mom and Mary Ann started hanging out, and my dad and William started hanging out, you know, and they started getting close, you know. Well, over through the years, and they got so damn close, people thought they was brothers. So I started calling them Uncle William and Aunt Mary Ann. You know, I was real little. Because every time my dad was out on the road, you know, him and William be running together. They work for the same company. They work for Dobbins Trucking out of Mobile, Alabama. William and Mary Ann lived in Buckatana. Well, my dad was big into NASCAR, and so was William. And they collected NASCARs, you know, I think it was the little 124 scales, you know, cars about like that, the race cars. And both of them had every damn race car driven by damn near every driver. I'm talking about all, you know, everybody. Dale Earnhardt, Richard Petty, Davey Allison, Alan Kawicki, you know, all them older drivers. They had every one of their damn race cars still in the boxes, never took them out. Well, Uncle William had a damn, he built a whole shelf on his wall in his living room for all of his race cars and, you know, the car hauler trucks, you know, and all that, everything that he'd collected over the years. I'd go down there, you know, and sometimes I'd spend the week down there. My Uncle William's son, back a long time ago, his name was Kenny. He wound up getting killed in a car wreck whenever he was just a teenager. And that was the only son my uncle had. Well, you know, over the years, he took up with me. I'd go down there and I'd spend the week with them, and, you know, when they was home and wasn't on the road. Hell, even when they was on the road, you know, I'd get out there and I'd ride with my dad for a little while, and then I'd ride with Uncle William and Aunt Mary Ann for a little while. I'd just flip-flop back and forth in the trucks. Man, I remember being down there at his house, and he'd have 3 damn trucks out there in the front yard, all Dobbins trucks. He'd have his truck, him and Aunt Mary Ann's truck, my dad's truck would be down there, and most of the time, Stump Jumper. His name was Frank. He worked for Dobbins too. His truck would be down there, and they'd all be down there. Now, this is back in the 90s. They'd all be down there, and we'd all just come in from Florida, and Buckatana ain't far over in the Mississippi out of Alabama on Highway 45. Matter of fact, it's the first little town you come to. Well, if it was on the weekend, like on Saturday or something, hell, we'd all stop by Uncle William's house and spend the night, and Aunt Mary Ann would cook, and Daddy and Uncle William and Frank and all, they'd get them some beer. And they'd drink beer and watch the race on Sunday, NASCAR race. I told y'all that to tell y'all this. How small of a damn world this is. I was back there last night, laying in the bed, and I was just thumbing through YouTube, and this live popped up on my feed. And the name of it was Jeff Mashburn. That's the guy whose live it was. His name was Jeff Mashburn. Well, I clicked on it. I didn't give the name no attention to begin with. I clicked on that live and I was watching it for a little bit, and I seen this red 389 hood sticking out there. I was like, all right. So I was listening to him talking. He does lives while he's driving. He's got his phone mount up there to where his camera can look, out front while he's driving. I got listening to him talking, and I was like, So I asked him, I said, hey, you ain't by chance related to any Mashburns around Mississippi, are you? And he said, yeah. He said, I'm kin to all of them. And so I just put my uncle and aunt's handles on there. I said, Ball Joint and Kitten? He said, yeah. He said, that's his uncles. His aunt and uncle. I mean, see, Uncle William and Aunt Mary Ann wasn't really my actual aunt and uncle. They just, I just called them that because, hell, my dad and Uncle William was like brothers. They hung out all the time, and Mama and Aunt Mary Ann hung out all the time, and, I just called him uncle. Well, and aunt. Well, this dude, Jeff, that was his actual uncle, aunt and aunt. His daddy was named Ronnie. And Ronnie was Uncle William's oldest brother. And then you got Jeffrey, which was the youngest brother. Man, that is weird. That's weird as fuck, man. That I met him just scrolling through through YouTube. That was real cool. I talked to him a little bit, and talked to him on Messenger and all that, and that was real cool, man. So I was gonna let y'all know, just in case y'all wanted to, if y'all want to go over and check his channel out, his channel name and his name is Jeff Mashburn. I know y'all like the riding videos, and y'all like to see that hood sticking out there. Well, he's got that hood sticking out there. So man, now y'all go over there, and I think he's gonna do a live here in just a little while. If y'all want to, man, y'all go on over and talk shit with him. Cause he's a real good dude, man. As soon as he turned that camera around and I seen that long hair and that face, I knew he was kin to my uncle and them, and Jeffrey and Ronnie and all them. Another creek truck coming in here. But he's a real cool dude. He's been a owner operator for about 10 years. He been out here a while. Hang on now. What's up, brother? Do what? Right down there at the end of the building. Yeah, end of the building, look left. You'll see the ship receiving door right there. All right, brother. But yeah, y'all go check it. Y'all go check him out, man. Tell him hello. Cause he's a real good dude. He's an old school dude. But all right, man, I'm up here getting loaded. Up here in West Seneca, New York. They ain't started unloading me yet. I've been here about an hour, or they ain't started loading me yet. as soon as I get me loaded, I'm gonna head down to Fayetteville, North Carolina. So I was gonna make a little video and let y'all know that little cool story. It may not be cool to y'all, but it was to me. You know, considering I grew up around his, you know, well, I didn't grow up around his family. I grew up with his family, and looked at them like they was my family. And they looked at me and my mom and dad like we was all family. I mean, hell, we was down there all the time. Cool as hell, man. But I thought that was real cool. Matter of fact, Jeff grew up with Uncle William's son, Kenny, that got killed. And he sent me a picture of him and Kenny sitting on a porch a long time ago. That was real cool. So y'all go check him out, man, if y'all want to. But I'll see y'all on the next video, next trip video, which will be tomorrow. So I'll holler at y'all later, brother. Y'all be careful.